So we're going back to the same thing. What did James say? Did James ever say that you did do it? No, can't. Wasn't there, mighty soul. I wasn't there for if it did happen. So the accusation that you made that I said that your father molested you, it's false. Never said that. Never ever have I said that once. What I have said was that when you look at the entire picture and you know everything in my marriage and everything and your situation and your problems with being touched by your husband, first and second, and not being able to be warm, friendly, affectionate towards your husband. Michael knows what I'm talking about. Not being able to hold hands, not being able, I mean, just all this stuff. When you put everything together, when you put all the actions, watch the actions, not the lip service, okay? Watch the actions of your father. It all points towards him, and it all points towards you that you were. That I can say. Everything points to that you were sexually molested by your father. His actions point to him. I don't point to him. 3 psychiatrists have said it. 1 psychologist has said it. Every single pastor that I have talked to has said it. Including Carmen Gill. Go talk to Carmen. So, see, the final judge ain't me. Am I judging? No, I don't need to judge. The word takes care of that. The word is given. Your father, if he did do this, has an opportunity, like I said, that many don't have, and that's to be able to say, I'm sorry for something like this, for such an atrocity. If he did it. If he didn't do it, he hasn't done anything to be concerned about. See, Yeshua and Jehovah know that I have no malice in this. None. Zero. No malice. Instead, I have forgiveness. Because if he did do what he did, he destroyed my marriage, he destroyed my relationship with you, and not only because of the action, but then all throughout. I forgive your father. I forgive you, mighty soul. I forgive Cantrell. I forgive Rick Clark. I forgive Williams. I forgive all of them. Why? Because, see, I've been around long enough in the Word to know what unforgiveness does to a person. I don't have any malice towards them in any way, shape, or form, but I do want justice. Judgment will come to all of them. Okay, so I'm not concerned. It's just like, like I've said before, I don't have an issue if my children don't want to see me as long as they know the whole truth. And this is all part of it. They know the whole truth and they say, hey, we don't want to see you, Dad. I don't have any problem with that. You know why I don't have any problem with it? Because Yeshua promised me while I was in jail that I would spend eternity with my children. And since I know eternity is a reality, I'm okay with that. Because I understand what's happened to them. The poison and everything that you all have done. And you've done that just by not even being truthful, mighty soul. Ian, that's a fact. So I don't have any problem with that as long as they know the truth. The reason that I want to know is because, it's like I said, if I had kind of gotten the word that possibly existed that my children might have changed their last name, well, the blessings of Abraham are upon me. You have no idea what's going on. Well, you have. I'm trying to tell you the idea that's what's going on here. And all I can say is this. All I can say is this. The blessings that are coming here are absolutely beyond imagination. That's an inheritance for my children. Isaac, Christian, Katya. But if they changed their names, they sold a birthright. Can they get it back? Sure they can. They can change their names right back to Bourbano. They decide not to? That's fine. But I want to know for one reason. If I don't have any heirs because I have no Bourbonos, they sold a birthright, then what it means is I need to marry somebody younger who can give me an heir. That's okay. I can marry somebody here that's 31, 29, 30, 32 to give me an heir. I don't have any problem with that. I got no problem with that. I mean, really. 29, 30, 31-year old woman, mature, definitely can have babies. Yeah. That wasn't my intention to date a woman that young and to be married. I was figuring, age somewhere around 30, 39, 38, 40, and no children, please. I already have 3. But if I don't have any heirs, then do me the favor. I said, Christian, that's what you want? You want to sell your birthright? You're Bourbonos. But if you want to sell your birthright, tell me. That's what you want to do. You want to sell your birthright, your inheritance, for a bowl of lies. Because that's what it is. And then I will have heirs. Unless I don't have breath, I will have heirs. So anyway, let's keep going. So that had all happened. Okay, wow, incredible. It's the lover that's kicking me out. It's the lover that kicked Mighty Soul and I out when we first moved to. I mean, it all fits in. It all fits. All fits. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then just as Yeshua showed me in that dream the night that I received the papers, that all the anger, all the rage, all the ugliness, everything that was vile that was inside Mighty Soul from what had happened to her as a child, it sure did come about. At times I would wonder if I would still be alive the next day. Unbelievable what I went through. When I described a lot, naturally I've gone through a lot more stuff, since talking to the psychiatrist and all that. But one of the lady psychiatrists, she brought this out that blew me away. She said, James, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to say, okay, go ahead. I'm already learning a lot. Tell me what. She said, in our profession of helping people that are in domestic violence or abused by a spouse, um, we are finding out more and more that men are also being abused by their wives in the same manner. And in describing yourself and your marriage and everything, she said to me, James, I want you to know that you need healing because you have every, from what I can tell, you have every characteristic of a man who was abused by his wife. I go, wow. She said, and it's true. I've never realized it to myself, but being in the father's rights movement and all that, I've read plenty in relation to that. That the statistics are high. That there are many men out there that are abused sexually and physically by their wives. Naturally, uh, to get anyway, don't even need to go there about statistics and the police and what the courts do in that arena. Forget that. It doesn't make any difference. But anyway, what's nice is that I'm healed of all that. I got my healing. Man, I got my healing. I'm complete in Yeshua. Excuse me, in Yeshua. I got my healing. I got my healing whereby now I can continue in my life, not only professionally and all that, but I can continue in my life as a man complete in Yeshua, and that I can now move forward into a relationship with a woman. I haven't dated anybody since period. I haven't dated anybody. I've had no desire. I was intelligent enough and knowledgeable enough to know that under no circumstances was I ready to be able to give any woman anything. And I'm not talking about the financial and all that. I'm talking about just the mental, the spiritual, the be able to hook up, to have a relationship because of everything and all the abuse and everything that I had for, you know, 14 years plus 2 years of dating Mighty Soul and and everything that I went through. But I got my deliverance July 27th of last year, 2008. I'll never forget it. That's when I mailed your father the wedding band. Up until July 27th of 2008, I never took that wedding band off. But once in a while, I take it off to, just give my massage, the finger and all that and all that. But until July 27th of 2008, I was still believing that your mother, Ian, would come around and wake up to all the abominations and everything, and that we could still be restored. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, we're going to go into the next one.